Welcome back to this week's podcast. It's me, Bond.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. Who are you?
I'm your friend. You invited.
Jeremy is one of our friends that we actually met in high school, our sophomore, junior year. And
Sophomore.
Yeah. And we've been friends ever since. He's been, you work at a brewery, you like to drink beer, you just like alcohol.
Okay.
You have a fine taste.
No, I sound like a raging alcoholic.
No, you have a fine taste for alcohol. Like you know what you like.
Yeah, I have more interests other than just alcohol, like archery and video games.
Archery? How's that been going? You getting better?
Yeah, first, but I could definitely do better.
Okay, so have you guys heard about the AMC losing $2.5 billion?
It's a lot. I wasn't sure about how much, but yes, I did hear about that. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's the main one we go to. So at that point, we'd end up going to Cinemax, which it's weird how they're handling all this. You're not required to wear a mask when going in. Well, some people are pretty paranoid about this still.
Yeah, because we just went out today and people everywhere are still wearing masks.
A good majority of them. I saw a couple people that weren't wearing masks.
Yeah, it's like 1 every 10 people is not wearing a mask or something.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about sitting next to somebody that's not going to be wearing a mask at a movie theater?
I probably wouldn't. I just wouldn't go.
You wouldn't go?
I probably just wouldn't go. I'd wait for it on DVD.
Stream movies at home, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely wait a bit just because it's a little early and people are just like, oh yeah, everything's done now. Back to normal. And it's not normal yet.
Yeah. When we get back to that state, will you guys still be precautious about going out and everything?
Maybe a little bit more, but I don't know. I mean, I don't go out too much anyways, just because I'm usually working at home elsewise. But no, I'd say for the most part, just don't touch a whole bunch of random stuff out in public.
Going to be the death of my favorite movie theater.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I really like that Dolby Theater AMC had.
Oh my god, the Dolby Theater was so good.
Perfect screenings I've ever seen. I went and saw Endgame in there. I went and saw a bunch.
We were going to see Black Widow in there too.
Yeah, most of my Marvel movies there,
The
actually.
majority of them were Marvel movies. I think there was one exception to it, but that's because it was still brand new and it was expensive to get in.
Perfect surround sound that'll shake the room.
God, it's been so long, I can't even remember what it looks like.
I can't remember my movie theater anymore.
The Dolby always had those recliner chairs.
Yes.
Oh god, those are so
reclining
nice.
chairs are so good.
Well, we can always go find another movie theater that does something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Cinemax?
I don't know. It's the one.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of a different one.
No, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, by the Honda Center down the street.
Can't remember the name of it, but I think it's
Edwards.
maybe Edwards.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Regal.
So Edwards and Regal are going to be our main places to go watch movies now.
Basically.
Since AMC is no longer going to be here.
Bye,
That's if
AMC.
they can still open.
If they can still open. I haven't heard
really
anything.
hope so.
I haven't heard anything about them reopening.
I'd have to wait and see at this point.
With the Cinemark, they're reopening soon, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Cinemark's opening up in the end of the month, I think.
God.
Theaters will encourage people to not wear masks, but they will reopen they encourage people to wear masks, but they will not require them to, but by the end of the month, they will open up again.
I mean, I know we are going into phase 3 starting next week. So I think June 12th. So, I mean, hopefully we can get movie theaters with following safe guidelines, of course.
Yeah. Have you heard about the drive-in movies?
No.
Those have actually been making money because our normal theaters aren't open.
Yeah,
That actually makes sense.
Would you rather go to a drive-in and watch a movie there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just sit in your own car and actually have people, they offer food there, so they'll bring it to your car.
I mean,
Make it like a Sonic on roller skates. As to how they're still going, it's still surprising, but I mean, with this whole thing, it's helping them out.
Yeah, God.
The only issue I would have with drive-in movie theaters is the elevation, to be able to see the screen.
So essentially, they have ramps. Essentially, you park your car, and it's depending on how you want to see it. You can either put your nose towards the screen and it's slanted upwards, or you can go reverse and have the trunk facing the screen. So they're respective ramps, so you see it correctly.
So you can get at a better angle.
Yeah, not just flat and then having to scoot up on your dashboard to be able to see the whole screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if you're sitting on a flat plane, I can't imagine staring at the back of the car behind you is going to be the best screen viewing experience.
So they
Bottom half of the screen just would be gone.
Yeah.
They do it respectively. That ramp helps a lot. I've seen quite a few movies like on.
Have you gone to a drive?
Yeah,
one of those driving
It's
theaters?
been a minute, but I've gone to them before.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
actually
have
a
a
lot
good
of fun.
Yeah, you had a good experience?
Yeah, I mean, first time we went, it was pretty chill. Like, we just went in a van, my old van that I had.
Mm-hmm.
We went in that, and since the seats come out,
Mm-hmm.
we took those out and sprawled them out like within our vicinity.
Okay.
Second time we went, we got comfortable enough. Not the second time, but later on, we just brought a whole fucking dining table.
Oh,
We brought a dining table.
you can
with,
pretty
like,
much bring
food.
you can pretty much bring it whatever you want to a
They
drive-in.
don't check your cars. Well, they check your cars like
For
drugs and
drugs
stuff like that, but they don't check for like food. I mean, they're okay with you bringing your own food.
Oh, okay. So it's not that bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I mean, we brought chips.
You can bring your own. You can bring your own stuff, basically, whatever you want.
Steaks and mashed potatoes. We
I'd
had,
rather
a
go
full
to-
dinner.
I'd rather go to a drive-in
Now that I
theater
mention
now
it,
than go to actual movies.
I mean,
What? How much is it?
I can't remember. I want to say it was like
same ticket price.
it goes by people, but it's a lot cheaper than actual
Individuals?
movie theaters.
Individual person than a group.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's not based on groups. It's still by individual person, but it's a lot cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I think I paid $20 for a movie ticket.
Oh, yeah.
How much is?
I think depending on the drive-in you go to, the one we went to, I believe was all the way in Pomona. It was, I want to say, $6 per person.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's not bad at all.
That's cheap.
That is a cheap one.
It could be very wrong though. It's been a long time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, inflation is a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So
they could very well change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, movie tickets are $10 and $10 for adults, and for kids 9 to 5, it's $1.
For
It's
driving.
pretty cheap. Yeah.
God,
For at the Mission Tiki drive-in theater, anyway.
Oh,
$1 to see a movie?
for a
That's
child,
for
kids.
for kids.
$10 for adults.
Bad.
You're not going to want to spend a lot for a kid that's 9 to 5.
I don't want to spend a lot on a kid anyways.
Great father over there.
I'm not a father. I'd like to state that for the record.
Parent of the year.
Future parent of the year, right here. Anyone ever hears him? His future kids hear him. I'm like, wow.
Kids that he has now that he just doesn't know about and disowned.
There's none of those.
Exactly. The ones that you don't know about.
You don't know any. How do you not know?
I'm pretty sure.
Sure. Okay.
I still know all the women I've had sex with. So
okay.
Okay. A joke went nowhere.
That went nowhere.
So you can also get double screenings at these movie theaters, apparently.
What do you mean?
as in watching
one movie.
yes.
Yeah.
One movie
Yes,
for
that's actually what happened on when I went to the drive-thru. They showed two movies, at least two movies, if I remember correctly. First one was Thor Ragnarok. Not Ragnarok. The first or second Thor. I can't remember which one. And then they showed the one that we were actually there to see, which I can't remember.
I mean, these are pretty good movie selections. They're showing classics like Groundhog's Day, and they're showing new ones like Knives Out and Jumanji.
Yeah, they show pretty recent movies too. I can't remember the movie that we went to see, but they do show at least two movies and it's still the same price.
Oh, okay.
So it's still a pretty good deal. I mean, drive-ins are doing really well and they're a lot of fun. Granted, I still love the crowd of movies like cheering and chanting throughout the entire movie.
Dude, speaking of Marvel movies, Daredevil's back.
Yeah, it's back in Marvel.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, starting November, right?
He's back.
It says in 6 months, so it's June.
No, well, it said it was from IGN. They stated that Daredevil will be back into Marvel's hands in November at the end of the
I'm
year.
looking at it right here. It says back in 6 months.
Oh, back
So
in 6 months.
That's what it says.
So the end of the year.
Yeah.
Does that mean the Netflix Daredevil show is going over to Disney Plus then? Or
Not
is it staying on
necessarily.
Netflix?
So essentially, they canceled that one. They canceled all the Netflix adaptations for Marvel.
But if you read the contract, it was if they didn't produce anything on Netflix with Marvel for 2 years, the characters would go back to the MCU theaters.
Netflix canceled Daredevil and the other Marvel series that span off from it in 2018. So those are all done with.
Yeah. Once they hit 2 years, they go back to Marvel.
Yeah.
So do you
and
think-
it looks like they are going to a Disney Plus because they mentioned that this was in effect since Disney announced their streaming platform, since they announced Disney Plus, which was a while ago.
Jeremy, did you watch the Netflix series?
Oh yeah, I watched all of Daredevil multiple times. Watched Punisher multiple times. Couldn't finish Iron Fist, admittedly, and barely got through Luke Cage and watched Jessica Jones. So I mean, I was a huge fan of the Marvel shows for sure. My only hope is like just keep Charlie Cox, John Bernthal, Kingpin.
Oh God, I'm blanking on his name.
Can't pronounce it.
D'Onofrio.
Best things. Daredevil and the Kingpin were the best characters.
Oh
And
yeah.
all of it.
And all of it.
Karen could have been a little better, but Foggy was nice too.
That's true. I really like
A ton of
Foggy.
people want Netflix to continue with it, though.
I kind of want all these characters back.
I mean-
I want Mike Coulter again as Luke Cage. He was pretty great.
Yeah, he was a really great character.
I think the writing for the show could have just been better.
And how? On what way?
Like story wise, nothing really felt compelling to watch.
Just like in Luke Cage, or just
In Luke Cage, yeah. At least for me personally.
One person's opinion versus another. That's all it is.
yeah.
As long as it was enjoyable. I mean, I loved him.
Barnes said you heard about Charlie Cox going back and doing Spider-Man.
Those are just rumors. He might be in Spider-Man. People would want to see him defend Spider-Man in court, but I don't know if we'll ever see Charlie Cox as Daredevil in the next Spider-Man movie or not. That'd be a fun thing
Be a fun
to
little
see.
Easter egg.
I think Tom Holland has said that he'd like to work with Charlie Cox, and I think Charlie Cox has voiced the same opinion, but whether or not that's in talks is completely up in the air.
Mentioning Spider-Man, Sony, the ones that created the whole Spider-Verse franchise at this point, since they're making their sequel,
Yeah.
there was a question that they had saying that if there was any intention to bring in Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew into making another essentially Spider-Verse, and they essentially said not yet.
Yeah, it's too
Which was
early.
a big thing that everybody caught on to, so they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Not yet says potential.
Exactly. So that gives me a lot of hope and excitement, considering I was a big fan of Andrew Garfield in his, and then Tom Holland is doing great in the Far From Home series, I guess.
I want Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire was my Spider-Man when I was growing up.
Maguire.
I mean, he was everyone's Spider-Man growing up, but just looking back, it's like it's pure nostalgia that we like it. It's
Yeah.
real.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, but it's still
Sam's
great.
Sam Raimi's directing is still good to this
Is it
day. Have you seen Shazam?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he did Shazam, huh?
Yes. And he did
That was a good movie.
the Evil Dead series.
What? He did?
Same camera angles that he would go for. He's the wacky director. It spun off into more of a comedy horror, but yeah, he did the Evil Dead series.
Oh, okay. Who's the actor that was playing J. Jonah Jameson? He was playing Commissioner Gordon in Batman v Superman. Oh God, why am I blanking? But yeah, but the actor, I forget his name, but I'm blanking. He's actually signed on for 2 more appearances on the Spider-Man. Tom Holland.
J.K. Simmons?
Yeah, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he's signed 2 more movies for Sony on the Spider-Man movies.
I didn't know that one.
And he was in Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I like how they're keeping him as J. Jonah Jameson. Like, I could not see anyone else.
You can't see anyone at this point.
Playing
It's been
JJ.
it's been so many iterations of him that at this point it'd be weird not to see him.
It's good JJ.
It is.
Very iconic.
He's got the right gruff in his voice. So
God, I just loved his appearance, his little spot Far From Home.
when he says he needs pictures of Spider-Man, I believe him.
Don't ever disappoint that man.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man
Where are the pictures, Josh?
on the camera that I don't have.
Did you get this close to Spider-Man? I'm a really good friend with him.
I'm his personal photographer.
Spider-Man paid me to take these pictures.
You're like, I have to climb very high buildings, make sure I don't fall.
You wouldn't believe it. Spider-Man is actually my muse. I am a model photographer, and he lets me follow him around and take pictures. I know it's weird. He likes action shots.
What about these pictures where you're diving off a building?
Listen, somebody set the camera on timer and threw the camera down.
Just threw it. And then how did you save it?
Spider-Man catches it, of course.
I was like, oh no, my camera. And he caught it. What a good guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
My hero.
What a hero. Catching that camera I threw over to get a picture of him.
Oh, we all did finish the Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Last Airbender.
I love that. I love that series.
Just out of curiosity, who was your favorite character? That's a big question, I know, but I don't care if it's a list. It's like Tyro is a good one.
Toph's a good character.
Toph is hilarious.
I love Iroh.
Jeremy,
You both have said the answers that I wanted to say.
Toph and Iroh.
But trying to be original, season 3 Zuko, actually.
Yes, I was gonna
Oh my
say
God.
Zuko had
Yeah.
to be a really good character.
He had so much character development.
You see it throughout the entire thing, from starting from season 2 when that metamorphosis took place. He's just out for like days, and then coming back and like
Yeah,
actually appreciating his uncle.
yeah. You think he's gonna